Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday. Hey, guess what? You made it through Monday. It is Tuesday. It is the 24th of May. June is almost upon us. Wrap up whatever you're working on in May. Wrap it up, people. Wrap it up. It's almost June. Hey, wake the kids and phone the neighbors. Let's go. It's time for your morning mojo. We probably got some new people on here today. I'll explain everything in a minute. Just hang tight. Hang on just a minute. We'll get to it in just a minute. Get on in here, people. Glad that you're joining us this morning. And very glad to see everybody this morning. Grab your cup of coffee. Grab your cup of coffee and get on in here. Hey, good morning. It is your morning mojo and a special welcome. Y'all ready for this? A special welcome to our new friends who may be joining us from LinkedIn. I actually was finally able to get approval to stream live to LinkedIn. All right, we may only get to do this once. Yeah, we may only get to do this once, so let's make it count. So anyway, hey, good morning, everybody. I'm glad that you're here. Let's see who's all here. Actually, before I do roll call, let me just explain to you what's going on. If you happen to be new and you're going, why is this dude on my LinkedIn feed? Well, I've been on LinkedIn for years for different various jobs I've had, especially since I work in the human resources industry. So anyway, so I honestly have like something like 2,000 connections on LinkedIn. So I thought, you know what? I've been trying to get on LinkedIn and I don't know what it took, but I guess they finally decided I was legit and they're letting me stream. So anyway, good morning. This is the Morning Mojo. I am your favorite patriotic, God-loving, rock and roll idiot. And all I do every morning is we just hang out and we get ourselves pumped up, get you a little mojo going for your day, just a little positive energy. It's like a shot of emotional, spiritual energy espresso to get your day started. That's what we do around here. This show's been going on for almost 3 years in various forms. And so if you don't understand some of the jokes these clowns are putting in the chat, it's okay. Jump in. Or don't. It's okay. It's okay. We're just glad that you're here, every one of you guys. Good morning, Sue, joining us from Cambridge. Good morning. She's also my wingman on Thursday mornings. You get to meet Sue. Good morning, Julie, New York. Hello, Sarah, also up in New York. Hello, Lynn. Good morning, Charlie Elrod, Marcus Lee. Good morning, Mick, my boy. What's up? Hey, Vonda, joining us from South Africa. Michael Curtis, good morning. There's Rhonda, good morning. Hey, Becky, my first LinkedIn. You were the first person to like my page all those years ago, and now you're my first LinkedIn. That's awesome. And that's Jackson, my Great Pyrenees. He's barking. You know why he's barking? Because that's what he does all day, every day. Anybody got a really, really, really big yard and wants a dog? I'll make you a deal. No doubt he thinks somebody is here to kill us. It's probably the mailman. My gosh. Anyway, I'm going to have to go let him out or he's going to bother us. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Stop it. Go. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. The joys of live television when you're coming from your own house. Hey, so anyway, I'm very glad you guys are on here. I've got a lot going on in my noggin. You guys know I've had a lot brewing in my noggin and in my heart. I got a lot of things I'm working on. And this morning I kind of crossed over like another little threshold on my little to-do list of things. Have any of you guys ever had to write your own bio? And I don't mean like just like a little about me on Facebook or something like that. I mean like an actual bio. And I'm probably going to post this on LinkedIn at some point because I am obviously shifting gears from using LinkedIn to be just like for career stuff. And I'm really using it to kind of get the charging station going here and try to hustle up some speaking gigs and things like that. But one of the things I've never had, and it's a big oversight, I've never had a bio. I mean, dude. You have to sit down and talk about yourself. Now, I can talk about myself, but I mean, and I guess ask either of my ex-wives, I probably have no problems talking about myself. But when you have to actually like sit down and be like all thorough and things like it's funny because I was like, I don't even necessarily know where to start. I don't know where to start. But one of the things decided after reading several examples and things like that is part of what your bio is supposed to be, and this is something, if you haven't got one on LinkedIn, it's part of, probably it needs to be kind of like almost like your resume, but it's not necessarily your jobs, it's highlights and things like that. Anyway, I don't know about you guys, but could you net yourselves out? You're supposed to have like a long version, okay, that can be between 300 and 400 words. Then you got to have a shorter version that's only 100 words. Y'all, 100, I probably just spoke 100 words in the last 30 seconds. It is not long to get to 100 words to kind of describe yourself and that. And then there's got to be an elevator pitch, which is something you can get through in 30 seconds to a minute. And man, that's tough. It's one of those things, man. It is a little tough. But anyway, that's what I was doing. I did some of this last night and some of this morning. So what I'm interested in, I'm going to put a zinger on every one of you guys that have been watching this. Okay. I want you to think about this. Okay. I'm thinking that what you really need to be able to do, if you really had to, I took this exercise to the next level, is describe yourself in one sentence. What you're all about, what makes you tick, everything in one sentence. So I've got my 300 word thing. I got my 100 word thing. I've got my little elevator pitch, but then I thought, but what if you don't even get that long? One sentence. Could you describe yourself to somebody and what you're all about in one sentence? There's my challenge. And I dare you to throw it in the chat. I dare you to throw it in the chat. We won't make fun of you. It's to encourage one another. That's what we do. That's what we do around here. While you guys are thinking about that, I'll catch up. Man, you guys are chatty this morning. I'll catch up with you guys. Hey, so this is a good time. While you guys are thinking about your one sentence, I'm going to catch you up on Corey. Corey is doing great. He is at the Hope Center in Greenville. I think it's Greenville, Pennsylvania. He graduates at the beginning of November. I'm getting a van and going up there if anybody wants to come with me. I'm going up there to his graduation, but he is great. Corey's contact information is in the description on both, I don't know if it shows up on LinkedIn, but on Facebook and on YouTube, Corey's address is there. Write to him. He will write you back. Absolutely. And of course, we always appreciate prayers for him and all the other guys that are there. For those of you who don't know, the Hope Center is a rehab facility for folks overcoming addiction. And all I can say is that he's doing great. He's a community leader within the house, and he's helping be one of the leaders. And his plan is actually to stay after graduation and intern and learn how to do this full time. And I do believe his gift is working with our addicts. So thank you for asking. There you go. All right, here we go. Okay, we got a couple of, here we go. We got a couple of, all right, here we go. My boy, Mick Blankenship, the only real rock star I know. Oh, that's Vonda. Sorry, I meant Vonda first. Vonda gets a laugher. You were so funny because I know you were so humble. That's funny. Here you go. There's my boy, Mick. Distinguished pop, rock and roll diehard. He's a dad, he's a granddad, and he's a rock and roller. That's awesome. Here we go. All right, here we go. Julie. Oh, you did the little artistic profile picture. Nice. God-loving mama bear, caregiver, chauffeur, cook, maid. Oh, listen, girl, you are a trip. Here we go. Here we go. Miss Sue, bring it on there. Hey, listen, if y'all don't know, Miss Sue is a prayer warrior. That a girl. That's awesome. Oh my goodness, Marcus wrote a book. Here we go. You ready? Introverted person that can be extroverted in certain circumstances and play with medical insurance claims. Moonlight as a PBR socials bulldog. Writer and take picture. That's Marcus. Yeah, that's Marcus, man. I don't know anybody who loves the professional bull riders as much as Marcus, and they love him. Man, that's awesome. All right, see, you guys have got the right idea. Here we go. Look, creative, funny, sexy, love Jesus. I don't know about you, but I'm about to swipe right. Hey, Lynn, and just for you, I haven't done this morning. That's how I get the nickname Slurpee. Lynn and Mick pointed out that apparently I occasionally do a little Slurpee on the coffee. Anyway. So how do we take an objective look at ourselves? It's a tough thing to do. Over the next little while, I'm going to start talking to you guys about one of the projects I'm working on, which is about a while back I started doing this thing, and it was while I was working at Sprint. I started with my partner Lynn, who is awesome. I wish she would hop on. In fact, I may have her hop on sometime. If it wasn't such a if the whole StreamYard is not the easiest thing to coordinate guests with, but I'm getting better at it. But we did a thing about your personal brand. That little one sentence that you just did that described you, in theory, if you are communicating who you are, your brand, just like Coca-Cola, just like Apple, just like Nike, who you are and your essence, you should be able to whittle it down to one sentence. And here's what's interesting. I would honestly say, just from those of you guys that I know and I saw what you put, I would say I would probably, I guess what I'm saying is if you turn it around, ask other people, could you describe me in one sentence? I would be interested to see what you think and what other people think if they match up. And that's one of the struggles that I've had because I think, so for example, I always tell you guys, I am a patriotic, God-loving rock and roll idiot. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. That's kind of more for the show purposes. But actually who I am is basically a corporate rock star who is passionate about helping people get to be the best version of themselves. That's kind of what I do. That's what I do rolled up into one. Corporate rock star, passionate about helping people become the best version of themselves. That's me. Now, I don't know if you would see it that way. And if you don't, that means I got to work on my brand. And we're going to talk more about that later because in your life, in your career, in all manner of aspects of where you live, your brand communicates whether you do or not. And I will really go down that rabbit hole. It'll probably be the first get together we have inside the Gigawatts group. So if you're not a member of the Gigawatts group, consider joining. It's all about those of us who are on the journey to become the best version of ourselves, chasing down our dreams, chasing down our goals. And right now it's kind of a placeholder because I've still got some things I'm developing to stick in there. I might have jumped the gun starting the group. So if you're in the group and you're watching right now, there's more stuff coming. Just hang with me. But anyway, we're going to talk about personal branding and things like that. And Daddy's on his way to launching a side hustle as a public speaker. And I hate to say the term motivational speaker. I hate saying that because, as you guys have heard me say, you can't motivate anybody. We can only motivate ourselves. All we can hope to do is inspire somebody to take that next step and do something to get better. So anyway, there you go. There's that. If you got some time and you haven't already, please subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. The channel is currently called Tiny House of Rock because I can't change it to the Charging Station. If you're on Facebook, the page is called The Charging Station. If you're on LinkedIn, I don't know what you do. Give it a like, give it a share. And those of you guys on LinkedIn, yes, I am the Trash Talk guy. That's the only thing I've ever posted on LinkedIn, and it gets passed around a little bit. So, but anyway, if you're feeling really particularly generous and you're really buying into what it is I'm doing, I would love for you to become one of my patrons via Patreon, patreon.com/Tiny House of Rock. It right now just $5 a month. You get in on some exclusive stuff, some videos I'm doing just for the folks who are patrons, and you can help keep this train on the tracks. Because and this is where I'm going to turn into the preacher. It costs money to run the air in the sanctuary. It costs money to do the live stream. So if you want to jump in, that would be awesome. $5 a month is the price of a cup of coffee. Hop in and support the mission and get some special stuff just for y'all. I appreciate you so much. In fact, today I am debuting my new end credits in which you get your name in the credits if you're one of my patrons. There you go. I think it's everybody. If you've ever given me a penny, your name is in this list. So I appreciate you guys so much. But yeah, if you wouldn't mind, consider that. Consider jumping in there and becoming a patron and keeping this train rolling. So, all right. So the goal is, here's the deal. The goal is we're going to hit it for 15, maybe 20 minutes a day, and we're just going to pump each other up. I give you a little something to think about that we may or may not ever talk about again. It depends if I have a squirrel moment. But that's what we do around here. The charging station is all about keeping everybody pumped up. The whole slogan is drop by, charge up, go be awesome. That's what we do. That's part of the mission. All right, good. I have somehow or another, I think I've hit my goals. Introduce the new people. Thank you, Becky, for joining if you're still watching. So we got LinkedIn on here now. Tell everybody a little bit about the show and what we do. I think I accomplished that. The thought for the day. Can you describe yourself in one sentence, and would other people describe you the same way? Do we need to work on our brand? And the last thing is, please give me some money. And the dog's barking. And somebody come, I'll make you a deal on a dog. I'll make you a deal on a dog. He's 120 pounds, but he really doesn't eat as much as you think he would. And the last thing, but not least, and this is where LinkedIn might pull the plug. It's been fun if they do, but every single day, I'm going to pray for you. And I'm going to pray for you and whatever's going on in your life. And we're going to pray about what's going on in your world. And we're going to get out there with a spirit of faith and not a spirit of fear. So if you don't want to listen to me pray like a Baptist preacher, you better just click off right now. God, thank you so much for this time today. I thank you for our new audience, our new potential reach of folks that we can get to. God, thank you for everything you put in us that sometimes we forget is there. You've given us a spirit of faith, not a spirit of fear. The world is very dark and scary sometimes, and especially right now. So God, I thank you for the spirit of peace that comes from knowing that you got this. God, thank you for everybody who's on here and taking the time to watch. I ask you to bless them, Lord, with spiritual, emotional, physical, whatever kind of healing they need. But mostly, God, I ask you to embolden us to be the light in this dark world, to be the bulb in the dark, to carry out. We might be the only glimpse of you that somebody gets today. We might be the only glimpse of you that somebody gets, Lord. So help us be your hands and feet and out into this world. God, thank you for this opportunity. I ask you to take this message and spread it across the interwebs. Somebody needs to hear it this morning. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I ask you to continue to bless the mission. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, there you go. See? All right. Hey, okay, I didn't go full-on Baptist preacher. I mean, look, we didn't miss lunch. All right, so oh, there's a shameless plug right there. Look at that. www.mickblankenship.com. Go check out his music. Better yet, buy some of his music. He's one of them. He's one of my boys. He's a good one. He is a good one, no doubt. All right, guys, I love you. Everybody, get out of here. Make it a great day. Wait, I got to get the. Hang on. Wait for it. There we go. The credits are back. Yay! There you go. The credits are back. If you want to see your name in lights, please consider becoming a patron. I appreciate every one of you guys. Get out of here. Make it a great day. See ya.
You keep me up all night to see the morning light. My heart's running wild. I never felt so alive. There's only so much time. The clock won't unwind. Holding on so tight. Don't wanna say goodbye.